Fast as lightning, sharp as a sword. Greetings, YouTube. I'm Lightning Sword. Yes, I know the video is late. Preoccupation and procrastination and a bunch of other Asians got in the way. But let's get to the good stuff. I was disappointed, though not entirely shocked, at the sudden pitfall between Gauntlet of Fire and No Second Prances. We didn't get a rope, but we did get a subtle incline to climb out, in the form of Newbie Dash, which I responded to with basically... what? The episode starts with Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo getting a sudden visit from... Iron Man, evidently. So yeah, this'll be a combination of everyone's favorite team of assholes, the Wonderbolts, and my least favorite pony, Rainbow Dash. And I just got out of No Second Prances. Anyway, Spitfire just swung by to say, "Oh, by the way, you're out of the reserves and in the main team. Congrats!" What a message. Cut to a quick shoehorned-in scene of Spike abuse as Dash packs to leave for training, and she's at the camp, learning the ropes.
Don't forget rule number 1, newbie. Always check both ways before crossing the runway.
Remember when I said that this episode was basically a lot of... what? Here's where most of it starts. Spitfire, Pegasus, just asked her fellow Pegasus to look both ways before flying across the runway. You begin to see the flaw in this logic right away. Never mind that Dash flies everywhere she goes anyway, so there's really no point to the scene at all. Which makes what's to come all the more painful.
Just gotta go up there and knock them off their hooks. Okay, Wonderbolts, get ready to meet your most awesome member ever.
This might end badly.
Hey, look out!
I was right. Once again, Dash's ego does more harm than good. Thought that was bad? Watch, it gets worse.
Whoa, most awesome entrance by a newbie ever.
Are you okay, Rainbow Dash?
More like Rainbow Crash.
Good one, Fleetfoot. You're some kind of genius. I think you get along pretty well with the rest of the mental giants. If only that logic applied here.
Let's go. Get ready for Rainbow Dash. More like Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Crash.
What? She was called Rainbow Crash and Sonic Rainboom several times and didn't even notice. Now she gets called the same name 5 seasons later, and suddenly it's a trigger for bad memories? Also, the whole lazily written, emotionally scarring backstory thing is getting really frickin' old. Not even halfway in, and I already could swear this episode was written by Josh Haber. And the whole bullied in school thing just makes it worse. It takes a backstory that applies well to a complex character like Fluttershy and completely devalues it by applying the same thing to a character that shouldn't be affected by it at all. Oh, I was bullied and humiliated in school. I could be traumatized for life. Who cares? I was called a silly name in school that didn't conveniently bother me until just now. I'm the sympathetic one here. Oh, okay. I guess that's fine. Is it okay if I need another therapy session today? And it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Trixie, Gilda, Sunset, Starlight. It's like they're handing out sad backstories like coupons. Half off one fleshed out developed character arc. The fact that it's Dash this time around makes me think this scene of Fluttershy in the flashback is really just Fluttershy feeling guilty when the first thing she thought of was, "Now you know what it feels like, bitch!" That's not to say I didn't enjoy Dash making a right ass of herself, mind you. In fact, if I could have a whole episode of that, I would celebrate. And in true Dash style, she pretends she doesn't have feelings when she clearly does, and passes blame onto everyone else. And people wonder why I can't stand her.
Alright, no pony got hurt and we got a lot to do. So let's forget about this and get flying.
I'm not fond of you either, and what you just said will help me explain why.
Tire crash, you're breaking formation! Tire crash, get in there!
Forget about this indeed. Spitfire, you're a filthy hypocrite.
Rainbow Dash, over here!
Hey, you do know her name. Congrats. Also, hazing is okay. Nice message for the kids at home. So the rest of the six and the Cutie Mark Crusaders greet Dash at home, and she explains the whole nickname thing.
Maybe some of the Wonderbolts started calling me Rainbow Crash. Oh no! Isn't that the same terrible nickname those bullies in flight school used to call you?
The name she barely noticed 5 seasons ago, but now is suddenly traumatizing for her, belittling every bullied in school backstory ever written, including yours? Yeah, the same.
What you need is to find a positive way to stand out. As soon as you're known for something else, that nasty old nickname will be forgotten. That's it! I'm gonna stand out in a different way, just like you guys. Goodbye, Rainbow Crash. Hello, Captain Awesome.
This might end badly.
Good morning, everybody. Who's ready for a fantastic day of flying? I know I am. I just couldn't be more excited for the big show tomorrow. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Actually, I'm always excited. Some police even call me Dynamic Dash because I'm so full of energy all the time.
I was right. Again, as usual, Dash's ego does more harm than good. I don't even know how to respond to this. Not only is this a cringeworthy mess, but it makes no sense at all. Dash is way too fond of herself to emulate others, especially with such detailed precision.
I'm so sorry. I was just trying to help because I care about all of the Wonderbolts oh so much. Yes, sirree. Just call me Care Mare.
This inexplicably turns my stomach and makes me want to burn newborns.
We all know how wings work, Newbie! And we already have checklists! Now get off the runway!
Okay, 1, you're an insufferable bitch, and 2, she's not even on the runway, which makes you even more so. Also, again, hazing is okay. Great message, guys. So now Dash's first show on the team is about to start, and she went to Spitfire and told her all about how much her new nickname bothers her. Spitfire understood and offered to change it, and the show went off without a hitch. I'm just kidding. That's what would have happened if Dash wasn't a hard-headed egomaniac. Instead, Dash keeps her feelings to herself and sets up an unscheduled twist in the show, asking Scootaloo for help.
When I signal you, you zip up the ramp on your scooter and kick the storm cloud into my path. What? That kick will shoot off a lightning bolt right behind me, making me look totally awesome. And then I'll do some incredible rainbow dash flying with it to create the coolest, show-stoppingest, lightning-tastic light show any pony has ever seen.
This will end badly, and I'm so looking forward to it. Here it comes. Wait for it. It's almost here. This is it!
That was amazing!
Pinky, I couldn't agree more. With that scene, I have achieved nirvana. Whenever I feel bad, all I have to do is look back on that delightfully horrific collection of failure to know that my least favorite pony will always have a worse day than me. Wait a minute. Almost this entire episode was a collection of Rainbow Dash torture. Yes! And now the weirdness of this episode wraps up with this whatever it is of a message.
You gonna tell us what just happened, Newbie?
I'm so sorry. And I'm ready for whatever punishment you want.
Sure, remember how that one turned out last time? But they won't throw her out. In fact, they've wanted her in for quite a while and just haven't had the space. At least they point out why. And at least they recognize the things she's done for Queen and country. Also, they name their new flyers based on their foul ups on their first day all the time. So once again, hazing is totally okay. Oh, don't worry, we treat all our new flyers like shit their first few days, so it's perfectly acceptable. Great message, guys.
But you guys all called me Rainbow Crash.
Yeah, so? My nickname's Clipper. You know why they call me that?
'Cause you're as fast as a ship?
Because I clipped my wing on a flagpole as I was landing on my first day. Huh.
Flat foot. My first day, I misjudged my landing and came down right on Spitfire's hoof.
Daisy. Slowpoke.
Hoof and mouth.
You don't want to know what they call me.
I got a nice little call sign for you. I'd say it, but even my channel has standards. And yep, I was right. She's still on the team. No harm, no foul, no punishment, no hearing, no nothing. The perfect and flawless goddess that is Rainbow Dash gets away with yet another direct result of her ego being placed above all else. All hail Rainbow.
But you're on probation for a month. Got a problem with that?
No, ma'am.
Beg pardon?
But you're on probation for a month.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard that right. Say it again?
You're on probation for a month. You're on probation for a month.
Guys, did you hear that? Rainbow Dash did something wrong and got punished for it. I mean, sure, it's still just a slap on the wrist, but this is unprecedented. She cheated during a race and got nothing. She stole from a hospital and got nothing. She endangered the lives of animals for the sake of a petty competition and got nothing. She destroyed the weather factory and almost killed everyone in town and got nothing. Hell, the one time she was actually called out for doing something wrong and she didn't even do it. They just saved this episode. Any grievances I could have had about it are now forgiven. They may not have proven it very well, but they proved that they have the capacity to punish that little prismatic criminal when she messes up and puts her ego above morality or the lives of others. That's really all I needed to see. Dash cleans up after, but she's pleased as punch to still be on the team. The end. And that was Newbie Dash. What? This episode is so confusing. It warps the logic of the show to suit its needs, but conversely, it destroys already warped logic and sets standards back to normal. It has so many conflicting messages, I don't even know what they were going for. Always judge someone based on their first impression, and only by their first impression? Hang on to old trauma even when it doesn't bother you any other time? Hazing is perfectly acceptable despite the fact that it's illegal in 44 states? Always be yourself and don't try so hard to be liked? There is no I in team, so stop being an obnoxious show-off? Standing out is bad, so conform and everything will be fine? I just don't get it! As a Rainbow Dash hater, I adored this episode, but as an objective reviewer, I have to say, this episode is very, very flawed. I mean, yes, Dash is a Wonderbolt now, and that's all well and good, but her induction to the group could have been done so much better, or could have at least had a lot more focus. It didn't anger me as much as No Second Prances. In fact, only one episode can piss me off more than that one. But still, it's way too discordant and all over the place to mean anything valuable. I mean, it's almost like this episode was written by a new guy who doesn't know the ropes yet. But that would be ironic, wouldn't it? Who the hell is Dave Rapp? So, what's the next episode on the list? Let's see, Season 6... A Hearth's Warming Tale. Starlight Glimmer has a case of the holiday blues. Nope, not doing it. Anyway, I'll be solving the mystery of how trash cans float on clouds. If you like the review, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and that goodness. And I'll be back with a new video soon. Until then, this is Lightning Sword. Stay quick, stay sharp, and thanks for watching.